Hello, welcome to February. I wanted to come on here and do a little bit of a reading wrap up and a monthly TBR. For January, I was really happy with my reading. I read every day. I didn't read as much as I wanted to every day, so I am going into February with a page goal. But for my audiobooks, I did drop All That's Left in the World. I did not realize it was a pandemic romance, to be honest. Didn't even realize that. Instead, I picked up Reforged by Steph Haddon, and I'm about, I think, an hour left until I finish it. Like in that, I also did finish Why We Swim by Bonnie Sue. And I cried during that audiobook for some reason. It is a nonfiction audiobook, but I don't know. Something about it made me really emotional. Those are the audiobooks, though. For the regular books, the two I did not finish was Love is an Illusion. I just did not get to it. I've been watching a lot of Real Housewives and Vanderpump Rules, so I didn't feel like I wanted to delve into the drama of this universe. And then I am still working my way through Murder Your Employer. Some, I tried. I did get way more into it than I was, but it still doesn't. It's not giving me like a why I should care. But I'm about I think he said I was about 35% the way through. So I'm going to try to at least read a chapter in February, and maybe by the end of the year it'll be done. Um, but the books I did finish Heidi. Definitely an interesting book to read as an adult. I really loved the animated movie when I was a kid, but I completely forgot about all the problematic parts about it. But it was nice to read. It just had, because it's supposed to be like read aloud to a child. It very much talks at you. So I think listening to it as an audiobook probably would have been better, but it is what it is. I did like Legends and Lattes. The middle part was a little bit repetitive, but overall, I thought it was a really strong story. Um, I really liked Viv. I thought she was pretty cool. The romance in it was pretty nice because it didn't feel like it just like came out of nowhere. It did build up a little bit. Um, and then I did like how like at the end it kind of had like the philosophical question about how is it she successful because of this, or is it because of this that she is successful. So it definitely was nice to read. Pretty much a chill vibe. In Deeper Waters by F.T. Lukens. I finished this. This is the one that I said I had a lot of problems getting into when I first tried to read it. I hit the 100-page mark and I was going. I was going. I don't know. Something about this. The characters, I think it's because like it didn't catch me fully in the beginning. The characters had like a couple minutes to breathe and kind of like just be themselves before you saw them in a stressful situation. Um, but yes, I did really enjoy this. The characterizations were pretty cool. I liked how there was a couple different like villains, and they didn't all have like the same motive, and they didn't all have the same personality. Um, so it was kind of nice to see that. I probably will be picking up anything else that Lukens puts out, but this was really good. Um, and then I did also finish the Goodbye Cat. Did cry during this. Um, it was really interesting though because it's a short story collection, and seeing her write in different formats is pretty cool. It also had the first cat that what's his face had in the Traveling Cat Chronicles, Hachi. We got to see the rest of Hachi's life and kind of how his story played out, which was really nice. Because I did think about that when I was reading the Traveling Cat Chronicles. This one was definitely a good read. I got through it pretty fast, and also like the books are so short. So, and then on the manga side, I finished Until I Meet My Husband, a nonfiction manga about a Japanese gay rights activist. Very interesting read. It definitely had a couple twists and turns, and they're very sad for the first little part of it. But it was nice to read. I want to pick up a more of a nonfiction novel about the Japanese same-sex marriage topic, just because it had some like interesting parts in it with the first way that it was done with the Buddhist Partnership Declaration. And then I have Hiro Tajime, My Hero. This is volume number 14. Finished this. It was pretty much a filler volume. They kind of wrapped up some old storylines, started some new ones, but I did still like seeing them. Um, they are really my comfort couple. And then this book. I'm so mentally ill about this series, and this is the last book, and I'm so sad about it. This is volume three of MADK or Matic. It was so I it's just something that I wanted to sink my teeth into forever. Uh, Irony, but I'm so sad it's over, and this is amazing. They are so he is such a amazing artist and an amazing storyteller, and it definitely is one of those mangas where just because it's manga doesn't mean you don't have to like stop and think about what's going on. Like there's a couple times I was like, huh, what? I had to go back. I had to pull out my other two volumes. I was like, hold on. But yes, those are all the books I read this month. Oh, I also started the library at Montchar. I got it on Google Play Books, and I've just kind of been reading it when I'm at work and I don't have like enough free time to pull out an actual book. I think I'm about 40% through that. I like it, but the time skips. I feel like we're jumping around in time, and it's getting a little bit confusing. But I probably will power through that. That's just something I can read when I don't have a bag on me, which is really nice. And then getting into February, like I said, I'll probably read Love is an Illusion. Um, First book, America's Black Capital, a book about Atlanta. As you can see, I am very, very, very short into the book. But I did read it. It is very interesting. It kind of, because I've, had read books about Atlanta and had like history lessons about Atlanta, but this kind of does like a good job, it seems, about of like wrapping it up and connecting all the stories instead of just like, and this happened then, and then 2 years later you hear like the next part. So I am excited to dig into this. It is very intimidating. So I'll probably be reading like a little bit every day instead of trying to like just churn out because I normally like reading one book and then the next book and then the next book. But that's definitely have to go over go over a little bit of time. Nothing but Black and Teeth by Cassandra Shaw. I did start this one already. I am loving it. It's very short. I'm sure I'll finish it right after this. Um, I love her writing. I do want to collect her everything that she has put out. I have another book that she co-authored on my shelf, but I'm trying not to buy anything until I get my TBR down. I also have Feed Them Silence by Lee Mandola. Um, this I picked up on a recommendation from one of the people at Barnes and Noble. He and me have very similar reading styles. He said he thought I would like it, so I am excited to get into this. I'm also kind of on a werewolf and vampire kick, so. And then of course we have No Longer Human and its companion, The Setting Sun. Definitely going to be reading these. Um, I am traveling this month, and I think these might be the books I take with me, just because I can kind of. They're two separate ones, but I will be reading them back to back. I also got the essay that I talked about in my book haul. Again, very short. We'll be reading this. Same with Animal Farm. Gonna go through these two. I tried to get a lot of short books to like supplement because America's Black Capital is so long. But since those are all very deep, I do also have the Cat That Saved books. I got this at Kinokuniya, let's see, 2 years ago now, or no, a year ago now. And I thought it was really interesting. Can't remember anything about it. I read the first chapter now. Then I have Stephen King's Art People, Apt People, not Art People. Oops. But yes, I will be reading this. This is one of the books I got at Goodwill. And then final for the novels is Oscar Wilde's The Picture of Dorian Gray. And then on the manga side, I got the first volume of Fangs, which was given to me as a gift a while ago, and I wanted to pick up the Phantom Tales of the Night. This is volume one. I really like manga about yokais and stuff ever since I read Natsume's Book of Friends, so I bought that on a whim, but I have not gotten to it. And then finally, it is this kind of like comic book style of Jules Verne's The Lighthouse. I did get into this a little bit. I am not really enjoying the main character, so I put it down for a couple months. I think, yeah, I think I'm about here. So I do still have about half the book to go. But I just want to go ahead and get that out of the way. So yeah, this is my reading goal for this month. I'm going to be trying to read about 70 pages a day. Oh, and then, sorry, so close. I also do get a new bookmark. This was a late birthday present from my roommate. It is Nami Sword, and it's make time for the things that make you happy. I love it so much. My cat chewed off the ribbons, but I love her so much. Um, Very excited to get into this month. Like I said, reading 70 pages hopefully every day. I've been doing so far so good on that, studying a couple books, but I am hopeful that it's going to be a good reading month again because last month was pretty good. But I will go ahead and head on out.